Do you remember a while back, we did this video on this individual who went to Pilates and she was outraged that somebody who was of a bigger size, a bigger weight than her had attended. She was like, you shouldn't step foot in Pilates. Anyway, she was gatekeeping Pilates for some reason because she thought she was like the queen of Pilates. And she thought that like a certain group of people shouldn't be allowed to do Pilates. She thought she was better than everyone else. She was all uppity about it on social media and then got called out, cancelled, and actually even fired as a result. This story is kind of similar, but this time it's coming from one of the actual instructors. So this is Pilates Body Raven, giving her opinion on diversity and legacy. It should be interesting.
It's going to be an extremely hot take for my Pilates girls. I've seen a lot of commentary surrounding Pilates and proximity to whiteness, as well as disrupting the Pilates space in order to create more diversity and inclusivity. As someone whose entire purpose of my business, my brand goals is about providing accessible and affordable Pilates to a diverse demographic of women. That is what I started all of this on, so let's talk about it. What are some words that you think about when you think of like a really nice designer brand? I think of legacy, think about craftsmanship. I know a lot of the products are probably like
overpriced,
handmade. People check them over and over again to make sure the quality is there, okay? The design is there, and that's why we pay top dollar, we pay our top coins for these designer items, right? Like you would never walk into Bottega and be like, where's the diversity? Where's the accessibility? Babe, there is no accessibility. This is Bottega, okay?
What do you mean? That doesn't make sense. In terms of what?
I want you to think the same way about Pilates. And I know a lot of us who've just gotten into this, or maybe we're new instructors, we haven't been trained. Pilates is a legacy, okay? People have worked generations to preserve this method of exercise. To even just training an instructor classically through a good program takes 500 hours minimum, okay? Nothing about Pilates is giving cheap. That's why things like Legree and Solid Core are more successful, right? They took away a little bit of the craftsmanship of the reformer and turned it into a megaformer. Now hire a little bit less experience in training out of instructors. That's okay because now more people can do it, all right? And just to be clear, I am all for the accessibility of Pilates.
I'm confused.
But I do want some of the Pilates newbies to think a little bit more critically before we come on here talking about, oh, okay.
Okay, I literally have no idea what the fuck I was just talking about. It's really strange. It's just, she's saying things about, you know, how she's worked to make Pilates accessible and affordable for her clients, then starts comparing it to luxury designer brands. I don't get the purpose of this video. I actually do not understand what she was saying at all. It's like, this might be a hot take. How about just a shit take in general? I don't understand. To me, it just sounds like she's mad someone challenged her pricing. Pilates doesn't give cheap or expensive. It's like saying that, oh, treadmill gives cheap or expensive. Getting your steps in gives cheap. It doesn't. Could you imagine someone saying all of this about jogging or spin classes? It gives cheap, it gives luxury. What the fuck are you talking about? And I don't like how she talks in this, using words like disrupting, like she hasn't just stuck on a $300 tracksuit from Aloe. What's it called? Aloe? I have one, but a brand gifted it to me. Really comfortable. And she probably overcharged people for a workout plan she saw like free on YouTube. That's me speculating. I just don't understand. And then compare yourself to a higher end brand, the legacy and craftsmanship. You are taught someone else's studies, so that then you can go on to teach that. This is not your legacy. You teach Pilates. I actually don't know what to say about that, because I have never not understood something so much in my whole life. Algebra, I understand more than that, and I don't even know what algebra is. If she did care about inclusivity, she wouldn't care that it's being offered, Pilates is being offered at an accessible price, right? Like, this video blew up with millions of views, and surprised that millions of people knew what she was talking about, and got a lot of heat. One thing this creator did right, though, was address it basically immediately.
I want to address what I said in my previous video. Start by saying classism, elitism, or anything adding to the larger conversation of like exclusion in wellness or fitness is unacceptable. Hindsight is always 2020, and I see how my words contributed to that narrative. And even though that wasn't my intention, I know that intention doesn't erase impact. But my mission has always been to share my passion for Pilates and wellness with as many people as possible, specifically women. Like, I care about women and everyone else too, but I really care about supporting women. If I made you feel like Pilates wasn't for you, I have literally failed at my entire mission and let y'all down. Honestly, being a Black instructor in this space is what motivates me to consistently perfect my craft, to make the best possible product that I can, and to try to get the Pilates word out there with as little barriers as possible. However, creating accessibility is about more than content. It's also about culture, words, nuance, actions, and I missed the mark. This is definitely not a woe is me video. I have always been collaborative, open to feedback. I want to have a conversation. Like, I'm an Aries. I love to shoot the shit. I want to be better. I want to serve my community better. And really, I just want better for this wellness space in general. And from some of the discourse that I'm seeing on here about my video, I really think that this could be the start of a positive and needle-moving conversation that hopefully can forge a new standard. I really believe we as women, as people of color, can create something better than what has existed before. And that was really the heart of my message. I thank you for holding me accountable and giving me the chance to gather feedback and move forward and go even harder. Let me reintroduce myself. My name's Raven. I teach Pilates and I provide free and affordable studio quality workouts. And I create brand new workouts every single week and I put them on YouTube for free. I'm also the founder of a Pilates community of women who work out from home. And it's so fun. My workouts are approachable for many levels and welcoming for everyone. And everything is free or well under $50. Before I go, I want to give a shout out to all of the Black and brown instructors that I found through this discourse. So put yourself out there in the comments. Let us know who you are. Let us know where your classes are. Let us know how we can support you and create even more community. I would love to continue this conversation, especially with other instructors of color, to keep making a change. So please make yourself known, tag yourself, and I'll see everyone else on the mat.
So I'm kind of confused because I don't understand the intent of the original video. So I'm a little bit, what are you, when people say that wasn't the intention of a video, I'm like, but can you describe what was the intention? Just to clear it up, what was the intention? Because intention doesn't erase impact. Okay, so just say you were wrong for what you said and the vibes you gave off, instead of trying to find another way to make yourself sound better. Like, tell us the reason. What did you mean to say? It was very strange.
Okay, the design is there, and that's why we pay top dollar, we pay our top coins for these designer items.
So yesterday I watched that video too, and when I first watched that video as a wellness studio owner and a cafe owner, I was pissed the F off for a lot of different reasons. And I'm going to jump into the reasons why I'm so pissed off. Number one, the first reason I'm pissed off is because Pilates was started in a jail cell.
No way.
In a jail cell. That's number one. Okay. So for people wanting to tell you that Pilates is this luxury thing and it's this and it's that, that's bullshit. It ain't true. It ain't true. It ain't true. And then a Black woman brought it over here to the United States and perfected it. Pilates is ours. Pilates is ours. So the fact that people are trying to rebrand it to this thing that excludes us is kind of crazy because it is us. Okay. That's number one. Number two, I think what Raven is what she's really trying to do is justify her pricing as a way to put herself up. Because unfortunately, babe, I didn't think about this about you before, but I do think about you in this complex now. I think you're elitist and I think you're classist. And I think that you definitely showed yourself in that video. And if that's not who you are, then you probably need to like clarify yourself, because you do not make Pilates affordable for diverse audiences. That is not your brand. That is not your mission. And I know that for a fact because I actually tried to hire you for a Pilates class that I had a few months back that went viral. We actually sought you out and tried to hire you to do a free community event because you were new to the city of Philadelphia. And I wanted to offer Pilates free for Black women in our community. So I sought you out. And your price quote was $3,500 for one class, free for the community. Only 20 people. Jeez. And you were trying to charge us $3,500 for a class. I don't know who you thought you were to even try to charge $3,500 for a class, but I thought it was bananas. And I even said, hey, like, we're a nonprofit. You sure it's $3,500? And your representative said, yeah. So your whole thing of like, oh, this is your mission, that is completely untrue. That's completely untrue. Completely. Okay? But even going back to the grand sentiment about like Pilates and it being this luxury thing and you should be paying a high price point, you should not. Pilates is also calisthenics, however you pronounce it, but basically it's movement with your full body. You're typically not using equipment with Pilates, mat Pilates in general. Solid core is really not Pilates. That's strength training with some elements of Pilates embedded. That's what a lot of people get confused. So a lot of people think solid core is Pilates. Is not, okay? It has Pilates infused, but it's really strength training, okay? Pilates is typically calisthenics, where you're working independently with your own body in a mat on the floor. What about that is luxury? Everything built around it, the auxiliary pieces should be luxury. Your instructor should be high quality, yes. The space that you're in should be high quality, right? Yes. The instruction should be high quality, yes. But none of that means that you are paying Bottega prices for a class. And you did try to charge Bottega prices for a class. You tried to charge them $3,500. My Bottega bags that I have at home, the few that I do have, none of them actually even amounted to $3,500, actually. I think the most expensive bag I have from Bottega is $2,700, and the most expensive piece of shoe I have from Bottega is $1,525. And they're the gold sandals. So you were trying to go well above Bottega, babe. And what you just said in that video was some bullshit. And I wouldn't even have spilled the beans on that until you just tried that bullshit in the city of Philadelphia. And that's another thing too. People don't be from here and they don't do a business plan. They have no business plan. Their business plan is TikTok. Their business plan is coming on here talking to y'all and hoping that sells something, hoping that does something. It's not a business plan. It's a part of a business plan. But that's not your business plan. People come to Philadelphia, they don't know the city, they don't know their market. You cannot come into the city of Philadelphia and start telling us as Black women or people from the city of Philadelphia that this is what things should be. Know your market. Do a market analysis of the city of Philadelphia. Understand the key players. Understand the market rate. Understand who's going to pay for what, who's not going to pay for what, and where you need to go, how you need to market yourself, and how you need to network, and how you need to fit in where you get in. But I think all the alienation that you're doing online to your core demographic is not going to help you out, sis. It's really not going to help you out. And I don't think you understand your positionality. You also are a racially ambiguous Black woman. Again, you're in the city of Philadelphia where most of us look Black, act Black, talk Black, we walk Black. This is a Black city. So you got a little bit more grind and hustle that you need to do to make a footing here. Especially you want to do with Black women from the city of Philadelphia. That's all I'm saying. And I think getting on the internet, alienating your key demographic, it ain't a good business model, sister to sister. And I actually liked you on Love is Blind, whatever show you was on. I think I seen you on like 2 or 3 episodes. I didn't know you did Pilates until I was planning that Pilates event. And what's her name? What the fuck is her name? I don't know the girl name. Promoter. It was like, you should book this girl. She might be a great idea. So chill out, girl. Chill out. Too cocky. Too much junk in your trunk. Okay.
3,500 for a single class is a bit crazy. That's 175 per person for an hour. There are doctors who have tens of thousands of practice hours who would break your hand for £175 an hour. And listen, I get an influencer rate, but it's a no profit. It's a no profit charity. I've done sponsorships where the money has gone, all the money has gone straight to charity for non-profits. I get you're influencering. I get you need to make your money. But you can do things for charity, especially when you're in a place that's a very privileged place to have a job you do, to make the money you do. You can give an hour or a bit to charity. Come on. Yeah, I agree. The Bottega bag point is also crazy. I think I would rather have a bag than a Pilates class. And she's right. Yeah, market research should have been done before moving to Philadelphia and opening a business. If this lady's saying there's no way you should be charging those prices in that area. So I'm confused. Is she giving free classes? She's like, I put them free on YouTube. Yeah, everything we put on YouTube you can watch for free. You have to watch an advert now and then, but you get it for free.
Like, you would never walk into Bottega and be like, where's the diversity? Where's the accessibility? Babe, there is no accessibility. This is Bottega, okay? I want you to think the same way about Pilates. And I know a lot of us...
And what is this slick back navy bean head snake oil salesman talking about? What is she talking about?
Help me.
Are you trying to gentrify exercise? Are you really on my phone trying to gentrify exercise? Pilates was started by Joseph Pilates, some dude that didn't have the means to exercise the way he wanted to, so he did some makeshift stuff and putting together hospital beds and stuff in Germany. What are you talking about? You trying to tell me it's only accessible to rich? It's designer exercises now?
Yeah.
We got designer exercises. And then she's going to say, well, it takes 500 hours to become a Pilates instructor minimum. That's what she did, one of them, minimum. Now, who taught you that? Who taught you this? And second of all, it takes 1,500 hours just to become a barber. What you're doing isn't something that... it didn't take 5,000 hours, baby. It took 500. By your logic, my barber charged me 40 to 50 a haircut, which is 30 minutes to an hour. So for your little 30-minute to an hour class that you out here charging $300-$400 for, I told y'all getting work. Y'all out here charging $300-$400 for a Pilates class. This is a class with 10 plus people in it.
That's insane.
By your logic, it should cost $15, maybe $20 on the high end. And if you're really good, it should be $30. And it should be one-on-one. Since we're going by the amount of hours you put in. Come on now. Think about these things before you post them. In what world are we comparing to exercise on a little machine with some ropes and a chair to handcrafted designer? What are you saying?
500 hours ends up to being like, what, 3 or 4 months, right? 3 or 4 months of training to earn $3,500 an hour. That must be the most lucrative job in the entire world. He's totally right for that reaction. People are just too comfortable saying the most absurd things on that app. TikTok exclusively, I mean. I just don't... I'm so confused. I'm so confused why anyone would think, yeah, I'm going to say this and put it out there. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get what her point was. I still don't understand. It did just seem that she might have gotten offended that someone questioned her prices and then decided to just press record and speak until she thought it sounded good. And also like the uptake in what people consider now to be luxury, right? It's a literal exercise. Oh, it's a luxury. Remember the whole nail situation? Would you pay nearly $4,000 for a group session at Pilates? Is $175 reasonable for a Pilates session? That is crazy. All right, let me know your opinions down below. I still don't know what she was trying to say. I still don't get what she was trying to say.